This video is going to be about going through 12 boxes of books. These books in particular are from that big bulk lot that I bought a few months ago. Actually, it was in June. I made a video about it. It was a little over 100 boxes, so it was about 2,000 roughly books. Of course, I don't know exactly how many books are in each box, but with a guesstimate, it was roughly 2,000. I think it was more, but I still have quite a few. I haven't even gone through half of them yet. Maybe a quarter, maybe. So here's another 12. I loaded up my car and brought all these down here yesterday. It is Monday, by the way, Monday afternoon, a little after 2 o'clock. And so I just wanted to show you, not necessarily scanning them because I'm using my phone, of course, but just how I sort them out and then how I go about going through books like this, because these were purchased in a bulk lot and I had no idea what they were, so it was a blind buy, which is why I didn't pay very much for them. I've already made my money back and probably profit as well, although I am paying for the storage unit where I have them. It's also storing Gaylords of records, but that's another reason why I want to get through those books as soon as possible, as well as the records, so that I can get rid of the storage unit, stop having to pay on it. It's about 150 bucks a month, so it's not that much, but it's the only place I have a lot of space, that I can just dedicate to storing stuff. And here, there's just not a ton of room. I can't have 100 boxes here. It would just fill up too much space. So anyway, I'm going to start digging through these. And these, again, I don't know what they are. As I've gone through them, I went through another 12 or so. When was it? The end of last week. And I just finished that up today in the last hour or so. I already scanned through all of them. I found a handful for FBA and merchant fulfilled for Amazon. And more of them, though, are actually for more suitable for eBay. There's a lot of science fiction stuff in here, which can be good. I've come across a good amount of first editions. Sometimes they are in rough shape, and so they're not going to get nearly as much as they would if they were in very good shape. If the dust jackets had Mylar covers, that type of thing. A lot of the ones I come across that are older sci-fi, if they have a dust jacket intact, and usually they are hardcovers, the dust jacket is often torn, just in really rough shape. The edges are really bad. So that unfortunately happens. But even if that is the case, and it's a book going for 20 to 50 bucks, let's say on eBay, you should still list it. I believe you should still get it listed, even if you're gonna get less money for it. At least you can, flip it and make some money off of it. So yeah. And also I come across old, like the mass market paperbacks. These kind of smaller paperbacks down here. And I'll come across some sci-fi stuff as well. It just so happens a lot of this is sci-fi, but also some non-sci-fi stuff. And it will be, first editions, vintage type of things from back in 50s, 60s, 70s. And sometimes those will go for some really good money. In this lot, I found an old, a vintage trade paperback book that was apparently pretty rare, that I sold probably, 6 weeks ago or so for 50 bucks on eBay. And that was a quarter of what I paid for the books. I paid $200 for the 2,000 books, 100 or so boxes. So anyway, I'm going to start digging into these. I'm going to put the phone over here, camera, phone, etc., and hope that this shot is okay. Because as I said in other videos, my editing software is not working, so I am just making kind of as if they were live videos, basically. So I don't know why this one is in a bag. I actually need to grab a garbage can. So I'm going to pause it. So as you can see, what I've already started doing is making piles. Whoa. I've already started making piles, and what I do is I will make, so this will be larger books that have barcode, and I'll put the barcode up. And these will be hardcovers. Well, it's not a hardcover, but with barcodes that are a little bit smaller. And then what I'll do is I'll also put the mass market paperbacks, because you may or may not know, even though they have a barcode here on the back, it's better if you scan the one that they have it that's on the inside of the front cover. And then I'll make another pile that has ISBNs. Where is it? The ISBN there that I have to, well, it has a, It actually has a barcode, so I can probably just scan the barcode. But I'll do that, and then I'll make some other piles that I'll show you anyway. But let's hope that looks good. All right. Again, there's a lot of bags of books in here. There's a lot of these Ziploc bags. I don't know why. For now, I'm just making piles. The only astrology book you'll ever need. Okay. These books that I bought, this is in rough shape. It's all, that's bad. I gotta toss it. These books came from a storage unit from the daughter of someone who owned a bookstore locally, and the bookstore had closed down because of the pandemic. And so they also had all these books in storage that I was able to get. This is weird. The Popeye Mixer Match storybook. Whoopsie. That is really filthy on the back. I'll put all the kids' stuff together. All this old stuff like The Wizard's Back. I don't know. Oh. It's cartoons. So here's another one. Great stories of interplanetary adventure. Some sci-fi fantasy stuff. And here's, wow, Western. So I'll put all those together that don't have barcodes, and they may or may not have an ISBN. Like this one does not. It's from 1964, The Swordsman in the Sky. So I'll put those together. This stuff I'm not interested in. Latin Dictionary. Madd's Maddest Artist. I don't know. I have to look those up. Oops. National Lampoon magazine. I've started putting out magazines. Fortunately, that one's ripped. I've started putting out magazines at my local sale. I've sold some Mad magazines that I had come across. I don't know what that is. Here's some envelopes from way back in the day. If you want those. Here's some random ephemera, as it's called. Okay, so there's a lot of personal stuff. Let's see. Like letters and things. Be My Guest. I actually read that book. So I think what I'm going to do, that just looks cool. This one actually has an ISBN and a, barcode. Not barcode. Date with Darkness. That one's really bad shape though. The pages are all stained. There's a calligraphy handbook. Book of Kittens and Cats. If you're really into kittens or cats. A lot of these, oh wow. The New York Times, I don't think that's worth any money. I've come across other ones like that. Pretty sure it's not worth any money, online at least, individually. This one just looks cool. Does it not have a barcode? But I bet you it has ISBN. It does not. So that one I'll be looking up. More bags of books. More sci-fi. Boy, this person, I don't know why, but they were putting, hypothetically, right? Just to protect it from dust. But I can't work that way, so I gotta take them out. Always finding stuff in between pages. The Governor's Palace in Virginia, Williamsburg. Mary Shelley Frankenstein, but it's in rough shape. Ooh, look at that. You always gotta look at the spines. That one's destroyed, fortunately. A lot of stuff gets thrown out. So I am going to pause the video as I go through this because this is going to take a little bit longer than I thought, and then I'll get back to you. All right, I'm back. I got through those bags. Those was kind of annoying. This one is full of mass market paperbacks. Now, my thing is about mass market paperbacks is I will look them up individually quickly on Amazon just to see if there's any, because you'd be surprised, there are some, especially if they're really new, although these are from a few years ago at least, because these boxes were stored for a few years. If they're really new, even within the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, especially in the last year, they can still be, the prices can still be high enough to where it could be worth selling on Amazon. So I will look those up quickly on Amazon using my scanner and Scoutly. And then what I have been able to do is, if I get enough together of, say, Clive Cussler, James Patterson, Robert Ludlum. This one has a tear though, but I could still. Well, we'll see. Who else? I don't see any here. But if I get enough together of one author, and I try to get as many as I can, not like 5 or 6 or even 10, but like 15, 20, 30 together. I would say try to shoot for 20 or so, whether they're hardcover or softcover. If you can get those numbers up, the amount or the number of books from a certain author or a series, but usually the series is from the same author, then even if it's just the author, but it's, you know, a couple different series that he or she has written, then that's gonna be really good on eBay. And also, you're not gonna want to try to make a bunch of money unless it's like a complete series of 30 books, you know, the whole series, or they're vintage or something like that. But these type of mass markets, I find that the more you put in there, the better, and the lower the price, the better. So I always make sure that the buyer pays for shipping. Let's say I have 30 James Patterson paperbacks, you know, maybe I'll list it at $31.99 plus shipping, taking offers. Or even maybe if I really want to move it, I'll do less than $1 a book. I'll just start it at $29.99, let's say. And then even if I get a $20 offer, I'll just take it, because for me, I'm not going to put up 100 different book lots like that of those kinds, right? When I get them, I put them up, and I want to move them out quickly because there's a lot of books and they take up space. And I'm not trying to build a eBay book lot business, although I will sell them when I come across them. So I'm just trying to move them out of there quickly. And the quicker I can, the better. And sometimes people will pay you exactly what you're asking for, and that works out really great. And plus, if you've got 10 or 12 of those up there, you know, it starts to add up. And what I prefer to do is buy it now, because it will go faster than you think if you price it right and if you take offers. Some people refuse to take offers. I don't understand it. They must have a lot of space to store all of their stuff, but I highly recommend taking offers for sure. So, and you know, stuff like this, I'm pretty sure it's not worth any money, but I'll scan it anyway just to see. Mug shots. I don't know. I doubt it's worth anything. This one's destroyed. Who's Who Among North American Authors. Cover's really bad. And it's all torn up. John Grisham's another one. These two, John Grisham, David Baldacci, I believe is how you pronounce it. If I have a bunch of these, then I will definitely put them into a lot, like I said, and put them up for sale for less than some others might, just because I want to move them out, especially those hardcovers. So my table's starting to get full here. Yeah, I don't know. I just look at these old ones. David Dawson with the Commandos, the War Adventure Series. I'll just have to look it up on eBay. Clearly, you know, I'd prefer to, well, I don't prefer, I guess. But it would be nice to have a lot of books with barcodes. But you know, there's plenty of old books that I can sell on eBay that go for great money. And it just takes more time. But if you put in that time and effort to look up the older books, the vintage books, the collectible books on eBay, you can potentially make a lot of money. I know there's a lot of people I've seen in some of the Facebook groups who have built up because of Amazon's insistence on changing things and charging more money and that sort of thing and making everything a hassle, that they've put up hundreds, you know, opened up an eBay store and put up, you know, 600 books, 800 books, and have been able to grow that income to the point to where it's rivaling what they make on Amazon. This just looks really cool. I'm sure it's not worth anything because it's time. These are always cool. The old school kids books. Have to see. Basic microwaving. The closet book. Ooh, Betty Crocker. Or Better Homes, sorry, not Betty Crocker, Better Homes. I don't know if that's one that is worth any money. I'll have to look it up. And it probably will not be revealed in this video whether it's worth money. W.C. Fields. Holy crap. Okay. Little Women. I don't know how old that is. It doesn't look that old. The Prisoner, although look at the, that's messed up. Never mind. The West End Horror. So let me pause it again. Here's what it looks like. Cut down the table by a lot. A lot are just in rough shape, so I had to toss them out. I filled up a garbage can already. And there's ones I'm putting in that box that are no good. I have some old stuff here, though, as you can see. I got this series called The Wandering Jew. Whoops, The Wandering Jew. Look that up, and then this one as well. I have a decent amount that I'm going to be scanning. I think what I'll do is make another video. What I'll do is make a second video about the outcome of all of this in terms of how much I find for Amazon and eBay for individual sale. Because it looks like, although you never know, you know, it's usually mostly well, no, it's a good split. I was going to say it's mostly eBay, but it's about half and half that I can look up on Amazon, and that I'm going to have to only look up on eBay. Fur trapping in North America. Huh. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, an old copy. I don't know if this is worth money. I have to look it up. This is from, it doesn't say, 1964. So that could be cool. Isaac Asimov. Come across a lot of him. Robert Ludlum. I don't know. Marcus Wynn. Why? Wynn? And really old book. That looks cool. Images of America. I'll look that one up on Amazon. Treasury of Stephen Foster. A lot of these are just really cool. Drawings and artwork and that type of thing. But I'm going to have to look up on eBay. So it's my recommendation, as you get a lot of books donated to you, given to you, if you make bulk buys, and it doesn't matter whether it's something like this, that they're all boxed up in banker boxes type of deal, or if you are actually getting gaylords of books. It's good unless you have built a whole, unless you're at a level with bulk books that you have a conveyor belt, or you have a table and a gaylord dumper, tipper that dumps all the books onto a chute and just kind of shoots them down onto the table or belt, and then you can just go through them and then toss them, recycling, wherever, however you separate them, kids books, that kind of thing, and then scan the ones that need to be scanned. That's a whole nother level, right? But if you are a smaller beginner, like you just one person or even just a couple people, it's good to have a system for how to organize your stuff. If you're only doing Amazon, then you don't even need to bother with all of this that I'm going to look up on eBay. But I'm trying to grow my eBay side of the business and get more, a larger inventory and have more consistent sales. And my sales have gone up because I've focused more on it, and because now I have someone who's actually listing everything that almost everything that I put up individually for sale on Amazon, on eBay. And so I have them list, and they come back, give me the stuff, I give them more. So anyway, but if you're only doing Amazon, of course, it's simpler, right? Everything else, unless something really stands out to you, or if you're not doing eBay at all, it doesn't matter. You're just going to get rid of that stuff. But it's good to have a system, so that as you go through this, like what I'm going to do essentially is a few more boxes here, about 4 or 5 more boxes. I'll finish stacking them up. I'm actually running out, but I'll just use this other table as well. And then I'm going to go through the Amazon stuff first. I'm going to scan it all using my handy dandy scanner with my Scoutly app, and it'll be pretty quick. And then what I'll do is once I've scanned everything and I've pulled out everything that I'm gonna sell FBA or merchant fulfilled, then I'll go through all those books and decide if I want to keep them for my local sale. So here it goes: either keep them for my local sale, put them into some sort of lot on eBay, which is less likely with the books, more likely with other media like CDs and DVDs. But anyway, if I have enough of an author, I'll do that. So local sale, eBay lots, and then what I do is I'll decide if there's some that I want to redistribute out in little free libraries. Sunday, I went around with my kids with 2 boxes of books, and I have actually written down, there's a dozen little free libraries in my city. There's more, I'm sure, but there's a dozen that I found, and I'm slowly finding more. I just found another one yesterday. And so what I do is I just distribute them, and as I go to the little free libraries, I get some books for my kids, and then I actually found about 10 books for sale on Amazon yesterday. And those have already been listed, and I'm going to add a few more books to that before I send it out, possibly tomorrow. We'll see at some point, depending on how many more books I get. And so that's a good way for me to get rid of stuff, so I don't have to recycle everything, throw a lot of it out. But the stuff that I feel, oh, that could be good in a little free library, I'll keep that. So locally, eBay lots, little free library, recycle, or toss. And that's kind of what I go through. And then I'll do the same thing with the stuff I look up on eBay. It's just going to take longer to look it up on eBay because I can't just scan it. I have to actually put in the title. I'll use the voice prompt on the eBay app to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, hardcover, I think it was 1964. And I'll see what pops up, and then see what the price. First thing I look at, how many are available. If there's a ton, that's potentially not good. Same as on Amazon, just depends. And I look at the prices, right? Sometimes a really high price will pop up. It'll say $40, and then I'll look down a couple more offers down, and there'll be one for like $8 or $9. And so you got to look at all of the high and the low prices and see, and then look at how often it's selling, if at all. If it hasn't sold at all in the last 3 months, I'm probably not going to list it unless there's no other copy available, or there's only like one that's outrageously priced kind of a thing and it's not taking offers. Then I'll probably have my lister list it for me if it's unique. I don't know about this copy of Charlie and Chocolate Factory. We'll see. I'm sure you'll know before me, or at least you'll comment on the video. But and then I'll go through the same process where I'll look it up on eBay and I'll decide, keep it in my local sale, eBay lot, or little free library, or toss it, recycle it. So that's kind of when I go through all that. I go through that pretty fast. The thing that slows me down is looking it up on eBay, and unfortunately there's just no fast way to do it because a lot of these books are older. They don't have ISBNs, they don't have barcodes, so it's just what it's what it is. But I found so many valuable books that I can sell on eBay that it's worth the time and effort to do it. And my eBay inventory now has grown. I think I'm over 740 or something items, and there's certainly some there that it's older that could probably do to be pulled out. I did pull some out about a month or so ago of my eBay inventory, and freed up some. There was some just some random stuff that wasn't selling and it was taking up space, and so I pulled it and I've added many other things as I've gone along. So anyway, so this is the part one. I'm making a lot of part ones and twos and threes of videos, but this will be part one. And then if I have time today, I'll make another video and let you know what the outcome was of these books. So thanks for watching, guys. Tune in for the next video. Subscribe. Keep booking.